Well, another year is come and gone, and with it the end of an era. The Wii is officially gone, and the Wii U is now taking its place. But this year I have reviewed quite a few Wii, WiiWare, and Virtual Console games, and I made a list of the top 10 worst games that I reviewed this year for the Wii. This year though, I have to say I haven't reviewed a bunch of awful games. That's not to say there aren't any, because there are, but half of this top 10 list is going to be made up of games that were just average. Not terrible, but not good either. It's like the publishers were aiming for sufficient and never tried to improve on that. Now, like I said, I only review Wii, WiiWare, and Virtual Console games, so you won't see any other system on this list. And it's only my opinion on the games that I reviewed this year. So with that said, number 10. Battleship. This is one of those strategy games where you have to maneuver your ships around and devise attack plans for killing off the alien forces that are trying to invade our planet. Now, I do want to say this is another one of those titles that was just okay. But it was, just like the previous game, repetitive as well. And it kind of felt like it was a port from a DS game. Battleship the game. It's a game based on a movie which is loosely based on a board game. That's just insane. I mean, what if they decided to make like a blockbuster movie out of this? Would they have another game based on this game which was based on a movie which was based on a board game? Truthfully, the only thing this movie has in common with the source material is that there is a battleship in it. I have a suspicion that the film studio had this Aliens versus the Navy script and just tacked it onto the Battleship license to get a little publicity for it. Number 9. Cabela's Adventure Camp. You know, this game was alright. It was just trying to simulate a summer camp for kids. The problem was it wasn't all that challenging or realistic. The other one you might not be familiar with is Ninja Bear Hunter. It's just a crazy version of Rochambeau, or it's more commonly known as Paper, Rock, Scissors. I guess Paper, Rock, Scissors just wasn't controversial enough. I mean, seriously, paper wraps rock? Yeah, right. Rock would rip through paper! What kind of paper could take a beating from a rock? Now, Ninja Bear Hunter is played the same basic way. Bear eats ninja, ninja eats hunter. No, I mean ninja kills hunter. Whoa. Ninja eats hunter. That would be a way different game. That game would be like, oh, I don't know, bear, hunter, cannibal. I think cannibal would win all around. This hunter is delicious. Number 8. Family Game Night 4. Family Game Night 4 is based on the TV show. It has the games that you see on there replicated here. There were some problems with the controls on some of the games, and overall, if any game ever screamed out, "Only worth the rent!" it's this one. The game show has you playing each of these games. The winner of this game gets a Monopoly cash card. They have a money amount on it that you won't find out until the end. And I like that, except for the one twist. Each of these cash cards have random amounts of money, except for one card which has lots of money! So much it will pretty much win the game for that person. And I thought that was pretty cheap. How fair is it if you win 4 out of the 5 events, only to lose because the other guy gets a great card? Also, when the host goes to find out what the cards hold on them, they do it in the slowest possible way. It will go at a turtle's pace. And I don't know if they're setting this up to have like more suspense, but it comes off more boring than anything. Number 7. Power Rangers Samurai. I liked the Power Rangers growing up. It was a fun series. When it went into space, it got too confusing to follow, so I stopped watching it. But that didn't stop me looking forward to playing this game and reliving some of my youth. Unfortunately, the title was repetitive, boring, and kind of short. I was fully expecting easy boss battles, since the game had been fairly easy until then, because essentially this is just a kid's game. But I learned my lesson as the first boss was beating me into the ground and spitting on my corpse for the 3rd time in a row. It was very frustrating to die on the very first boss. Number 6. Dance Dance Revolution 2. I think this one is a step back in quality from the previous game that I played, Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party 3. The music videos were smaller on the screen, and overall the song list wasn't that good. But I did try it out on the hardest setting. There we go. Come on! No! 6 seconds! I lasted 6 seconds! You would need to be crazy good at this game to even attempt something that insane. Number 5. Wreck-It Ralph. Now, I really liked the movie, but I thought the game was just average. Kind of missed an opportunity to show off the levels that they could have played in the game, like a racing game, or a shooter, or even an arcade game. But instead we got these bland platformer levels. The levels were too similar and they really didn't stand out from each other.
I'm not saying I don't like the level design. The levels were kind of fun to play, but they're like tedious more than anything.
And another thing, they just kind of end. There's no rhyme or reason, it just ends.
You could run into like a dead end. You're like, what's this place for? You walk forward to and it's like, oh no, you're at the end of the level.
Number 4. Big Town Shootout. I know I shouldn't be expecting too much from a free game that comes with some awesome Wii accessory, but it's the repetitive nature of the gameplay itself and the fact that it just wasn't fun at all made this one not worth your time. The level progression was also very boring. You move forward through a map and there are no saves. If you accidentally exit out while you're trying to give yourself another life, you're going to have to start over. And I say this from experience because it actually happened to me. We almost got to the end of this game when we accidentally pressed the B button instead of the A button to give us a life, and it kicked us back to the title screen. And we were required to do the whole map over again. Number 3. Aladdin's Magic Racer. Have you ever wanted to play a racing game where it really didn't matter if you won or not? Because you're just a winner for playing. Well, this one's perfect for you. You don't even have to hold down a button to make your carpet move forward. It's done for you. You just steer it left and right. There is no challenge to this title at all. The tracks were all enclosed, which seemed odd. You're on a flying carpet. Where are all these floating bars coming from anyway? And why can't you just float over them or around them? I think the game would have been way more fun if they let you race in an open area. It would have left more room for exploration and better ways to get a faster time on the track. Number 2. Country Dance 2. The original Country Dance was on my worst list last year, and the creators haven't done anything to improve upon it. The fact is they made it worse by adding in lesser-known country songs and not fixing the control issues from the first one. To test it this time, the little Wiiviewer and I played together. One of us would do the actions on the screen, and the other would go, read a magazine while waggling the Wiimote. Then we did the song and then switched jobs. Each time it would show the person who was waggling the Wiimote would win the game. There were times where it got a little bit close, but it shouldn't have even been that close. Number 1. Jaws Ultimate Predator. Most years it's a bit hard for me to try and decide which is the worst game that I played all year. Well, this year it wasn't even close. Jaws Ultimate Predator is just awful in every possible way. The control is terrible, the graphics are ghastly, and it wasn't fun at all. He decides to eat every human he sees. So you pick off the construction workers, who really don't care about Jaws until he actually eats them. In fact, if you attack and miss, they swat you away like, "Stupid shark, stop trying to bite me." After you kill all the construction workers, you need to go do some more destruction. So Jaws decides to go free willy on the boats in the marina. Of course, everybody remembers the part in the movie where Jaws jumps out of the water and breaks the boat in half. Oh wait, that's right. It never happened. Because that would be stupid. Well, that's it for my worst list. In my next video, I'm going to share with you what I thought were the top 10 best games that I reviewed this year. So I'll see you next time.